Alright, that should be sent out to everybody. Oh wait, I always forget about Twitter. Good morning, Justin. How you doing? Good morning, Eric. Good morning, John. Peoples. Good morning, Lilit. What's up, Rambo? Brady. Green. What's up, Jacob? What's up, Vanessa? Michael, Brian, Driz, Foul, Romeo, Evis, Tulip, KT7. How y'all doing? Good morning, good morning. Love seeing the familiar faces. Well, I can't see your faces, but you know what I mean. Let me go to Twitter real quick. Today's stream, it's pretty funny. You go up my Twitter and it's just like, since I don't tweet that much, it's pretty much just like memes and then it's links to streams. Good morning, David, Spicy Pepper, Daffy. What's up, Saint Cabela? Sorry if I said your name wrong. Good morning. Good morning, Sandollar. Good morning, Bootrock. What's up, Dude Bro? Love that name. What's up, Jack, Mel? Good morning, Mel. How you doing? What's up, Mike? Gold Creation. What's up, Green again? You must be dreaming. Yeah, no. We're lucid dreaming at this point. Good morning, Jazz. Good morning, VC. I like to individually say good morning to each and every one of you, so I'm sorry if that's annoying. What's up, Charlie? What's up, John? Big GM. Oh, shit. So today, guys, on SPY, we're basically watching 411 and 411.70s from the open. This is kind of the meat of the previous day low, and then you come down here and that's pre-market low. We are starting a lot lower from previous day close, so that'll be a big thing. So watch for either us to continue dumping under 411 or a pump over 411.70s. Another big thing to look out for is on the bigger time frames, actually. So I'm going to switch over real quick before the market really gets to moving. Watch for that potential dump. We are opening a lot lower, so nice pullback so far. Possibly seeing the halfway point of this candle broken. So again, watch for 410 to be tested from the open. If we end up cracking 410, that's really what's going to be more important than cracking that 411, that pre-market low. It's just a short-term level. But 410 right there next to us. We know where that is. It's from the old flag that came back down before the bearish kicker. So pretty big pivot point at 410. And if that does crack, we'll see if they can go down to 407.50, 408.50 area. About $1 range in between there. So we've already gotten a nice pullback. Pretty much is what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised if we at least went down a little bit more to test 410. And then we see if we get a bounce or not back to supply. But overall, we're already down in bearish momentum. So just giving you that. Let's go to default though. And you can see 411 already being tested from the open. And real quick, before I join that call where Devin is, let me just make sure all the weights are still there. Let's check the sectors real quick. So XLK, let's get that chart cleaned up. We'll get this chart cleaned up. We'll get this chart cleaned up, which that's basically the same levels. We'll get that chart cleaned up. And those are pretty much all the ones I'm focused on. Pretty much XLK, VYFC. These are the main ones I like to focus on because they're the heaviest weights in the market. But it looks like, based off text chart from previous day, they have a pretty big area they need to retake. So watch for them to try and retake over 150.60. They seem to be getting a small buy reaction, but nothing crazy. So watch for them to get a little bit of movement. If they end up losing this pre-market, watch for tech to continue lower. Again, guys, that's the largest sector of the market. So you can essentially watch this, and you're almost watching a quarter of SPY, essentially. So always note that. And then the other day here on healthcare, it looks like, again, if I go from wick to meat, I'm not grabbing my usual style of demand area. This is kind of a key area we can watch for intraday for short term to see, are they going to try and hold it or not? Again, second largest sector. It's always nice to know what they're doing. Discretionary, they have an area of demand here and an area of supply actually kind of everywhere up here. Let me make it bigger, actually. It's not correct. Just to really cover all these bases here. There we go. So we'll see if they can defend that. They seem to be just wicking, and it looked like that's what the other chart was doing for a little bit. I see SPY's moving a little bit lower under 411, but remember, guys, 410 is the big level. So they do have a little bit of room under to start giving us a little bit of seller action here, but nothing too crazy unless they really do crack 410, and that can bring us down to 408.85, 408.50, sorry, as well as 407.50. Over here saying SPX numbers. So keep an eye on that. That's really the game plan for the day. And I'll go through the weights, of course, as usual, because you guys can see Apple's getting a nice move to the upside. AMD's just kind of flat. Microsoft's moving higher. So you guys can see tech is trying to hold and move higher. NVIDIA just kind of over there in the range. A lot of these charts are starting lower too, so remember a lot of the momentum is starting out to be a little bit lower. So you got to remember some people might just be taking profits at the open. Google moving nice, Meta moving nice, Netflix moving nice, you know, so a lot of these charts aren't really doing that bad. You can see financials are taking a pretty nice hit. Energy starting lower as well. Healthcare is all over the place. Ooh, this chart's not looking too hot. BABA, so we know China's starting a lot lower. Looks like BABA, as long as they defend 80.16, can be considered a good bullish bounce area. But that's, for the most part, that's what all the movement is right now. So keep an eye on that. A lot of these charts are starting lower, so we'll see if they can rebound or not. Oh, and then Tesla off my watch list. I kind of like this one a lot. I liked it more when they were still holding up here. Before I walked away, came back and saw we took a bigger dip again, so that kind of ruined that. But overall, 169 is a pretty big pivot point, so keep an eye on that if you are watching the, Tesla. Sorry. And then Amazon, it's a discretionary counterpart for the XLY chart. You can see they're just starting off indecisively, so nothing too crazy. We'll go back to SPY. I'm going to put my headset on, and then we'll go join that call where Devin's at. I just wanted to make sure y'all had a real update before I started talking with Devin and just started giving y'all level updates and all that stuff. One second. I also need to make sure I turn Devin up. The other day I didn't realize till halfway through the stream, which y'all could hear him. It just wasn't as clear as it could have been. Yo.
Yo. What's up, everybody?
What's going on, boss?
Guys hurrying up and waiting. Get the same situation as yesterday. First 5 minutes sellers, next 5 minutes some buyers stepping in. Turn up Tuesday, turn around Tuesday, titty Tuesday, taco Tuesday, pick your pick.
Bueller is a pro. Look at him go, analyzing the market in less than 3 minutes or less. I just talk fast. I'm passionate about the updates in the morning, because that's the greatest time to like give yourself the game plan, because that's when you're the most non-biased. You don't see the chart selling off yet, you don't see the chart pumping yet. So right before the markets open, it's also the greatest time to really establish game plans. What's going on? What do I want to look at for bears, bulls? What's the range? What am I looking at here or there? And then therefore when the market starts, I was like, all right, now I just react to what I was planning. Therefore, none of those moving variables will ever be really the cause of like, oh, this is why I messed up. Tito's Tuesday. And yeah, feel free to drop a like on the stream. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Glad to have you all in here. Give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed the SPY update, just to give you guys some sort of update on what's possible for today. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up getting a day like yesterday, considering nothing's changed. We still have a lot of news ahead of us. And though there may be some news today, it is nothing in comparison to what's coming out soon, so wouldn't really be surprised if we saw a day similar to yesterday, even if it is just a little bit better or a little bit worse. Tesla struggling with 169. Tech chart still defending the low of that demand. Healthcare breaking away from it. Discretionary still trading within it. Yeah, I'd keep my eyes on tech, guys. If tech ends up losing support, SPY is probably going to start dumping more. Healthcare maintaining outside, possibly in the first 10 minutes. Give that another minute or so. Discretionary has a chance of leaving this previous day low. Keep an eye on that. If that cracks, that means Tesla, Amazon sector moving lower. Financials are still just holding below, so that's already confirmed. And then comms struggling to get back to this previous day supply, or at least over it. So we'll see if they can get over that or not. Still holding under 411 as well. A good short-term level to the downside. It's the first thing talked about in the below part of the watch list. Below 411 to test 410 is very possible. Good looks, Charlie. He said Tesla wanting to go under the 200 EMA on the 15-minute. Good looks, good looks. Oh, and YouTube members, if you guys have a green name, make sure to go check out the members only section. You have a new video from yesterday, as well as Sunday. You have 2 new videos.
First 10-minute candle, next one open pretty close to the low.
And yeah, over the last 4 days, let's say 5 days, that is our second... Wait a minute. I'm sorry. As of the last 5 days, this is the 3rd most volume of the open. From the open in the first 5-minute candle. So, just kind of an average day if you're, again, kind of comparing it over the last 5. Smack dab in the middle of the 5 days. Back to the 1 day, 5 minutes. Let's keep zooming. Apple up to a very important 173.15. Looks like they wicked off the previous day close, rejected, and now they're under 173.10. AMD did crack PML. Good looks, whoever said that. Keep an eye for them to maintain under 94.60s, which is a pretty good base support level as well from the previous day. Not only from the bigger time frame. For continuation down. 93.40, next level below. Microsoft got a good pop it open, seemed to be slowing down, fading away. Looking more like Nvidia now, who also faded away at the open. Tesla still rejecting and pulling away from 169. Google also slowing down. We'll see if that fades away or holds. Netflix rejected previous day high to the cent. Meta getting weak buyers on this move up now. Banks getting some buyers, good sign. Considering they were very weak at the open. Energy getting buyers at the open, they were very weak. Healthcare getting some buyers on UNH, a little bit of J&J, a little bit of ABBV. Let's go back to the sector charts and see if anything's changed. Tech still within the range. Healthcare trying to retake what is theirs. We'll see if they're rejecting or if they're going to get over this and try to build some base. That would be a very good bullish sign for healthcare if they ended up holding over that. Discretionary also trying to hold the low of yesterday. Very good sign. Banks getting some buyers. Very needed considering this chart is very dead right now. And comms just still under that previous day high. But it does look like a lot of the movement is finally coming in sector-wide. Everything's moving. Energy getting a really, really nice pump. Look at that volume.
Yeah, SPY got over yesterday low. See if we can get over 411.50 now.
Morning, E. Love the updates, team. Keep them coming in, whether you're on the Discord or you're in the YouTube. Awesome. Appreciate it. See if SPY can get over a better level here. Nice buy reaction, though. Again, we already confirmed this is sector-wide for the most part. In about a second, actually. Never mind, I'm sorry. First 15-minute candle, very, very, very indecisive. Throughout the first 15 minutes, let's see at the open who had the most volume this week. This would be the second most volume out of the last 5 days. So, I mean, second least volume. I apologize. Said that backwards. It's nothing impressive. Very, very indecisive candle. Why do we know that that's a very indecisive candle, everybody? Can anybody tell me the attributes of why we know that? Wicks on both sides as well, yes. Exactly. Small body, long wicks. That's exactly the two things we look for. Small body, long wicks. Instantly tells us nobody really has control here and we're possibly seeing a transfer of power. So we need to really start trusting whatever next couple of signals that step in after this candle on that time frame. So keep that in mind as we go to the next 15-minute candle. 5-minute though, pushing higher still. Just again, kind of against the high of day from open. We'll see if they can even get past any of these levels here. 411.50s from the bigger time frame. 411.70 from the meat of the previous day low. And that still doesn't even get us to the higher set of pre-market. You got 412, 412.50, 413. Noxta. Yeah, the S&P's down, treasury yields are up. You have a couple Fed speakers today. None of the news that comes out today is as big as what comes out tomorrow. You have CPI, of course, the Treasury statement end of day, and then going into Thursday, you have jobless claims, PPI, a couple Fed speakers, and then Friday, of course, Fed speaker and consumer sentiment, import and export prices as well. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are really the days that are full of news. Monday, I would say, was really more of a getting its footing day to start the week off, especially after how last weekend. I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, I can't believe yesterday was boring." It's like, why would you not believe that? You know, why would you not think consolidation is coming? We had a bearish kicker and a bullish kicker within the same week. I think it's okay that our Monday started off a little just to the right. I think that's okay. Calm down. Not every day needs to be crazy. And it won't be, so don't expect it to be. Man, Google just hit 110. We saw Netflix, we saw AMD have a pretty good day yesterday. Today, even with SPY down, we're seeing Google kill it. 2 out of 3 tickers I just mentioned over the last 2 days are both from the XLC sector. This is a sector we talked about right at the beginning of the week. Doesn't seem to be enough to help SPY all on its own, though. Especially with Apple pulling back more aggressively. AMD is still pulling back. Also talked about that, guys. Again, seeing if they can maintain under 94.63 in pre-market low. They've made it down to that next area. Watch for a break of 93.40 for continuation. Microsoft actually not doing that bad. Surprised. They're up against the lower high of yesterday. Again, they opened here. Kind of came back down. Made their lower high here. This is where they kind of made their tank from. They're kind of up against that lower high again right here. So keep an eye on that. This is really the key area between here and here that they need to watch. Because you got the yesterday open, yesterday high, you got the lower high. This is really where bears started to show yesterday, hey, we're in control. So keep an eye on that. Nvidia tanking even more. We'll see if that can help AMD possibly pull back further. Very, very nice pullback on Nvidia so far. Tesla still super indecisive after the open. 4 of the same candle in a row. Google really keeping Meta and Netflix in the fight. Banks seem to have slowed down again after the 1 candle pop on the 5-minute. What's up? Where do y'all think we're going to close today? Where will we close the day before the CPI report comes out? What are y'all's guesses? What's up, Devin? What you looking at?
By holding this pre-market low, seeing if it gets above yesterday low. The 9 on the 10 minutes kind of like right here too, so it's just kind of waiting to see what we get. But kind of like you mentioned earlier, not holding my breath for a huge move today because it's the numbers the next couple days. Yesterday was kind of lame, so there's really no reason to really have a huge range today. Not saying that we can't, you know, anything's
No,
possible.
Yeah, anything's possible, but just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's not high probability. Netflix getting close back to its yesterday high.
God, the background of that song is insane. I thought I was hearing an alarm in my house. That's the background of that song.
What's that noise?
Yeah, I had to like pause it just to like triple check it. I was like, what?
Overall, on the 10-minute candle, we've had decreasing volume so far. Still quite a bit of time on this one, but this 10-minute candle hasn't had too much volume to start. Got about 6 minutes on our first 30-minute candle.
Still holding pre-market low. Again, 410 is really the key level below. So they do have a little bit of room if they do just keep cracking this pre-market low, this very, very short-term pre-market low. Oops. Got about 3.5 minutes before this candle closes on the 15. Keep an eye on that candle. Nothing crazy. We're still just under good resistance right now. I do like the potential hold of pre-market low so far. It's not just one candle. Now we have multiple candles over it, so that's a good sign. As well as today's open, so we're actually trying to hold over a good area here. But we're against a crucial area, so it's very, very indecisive right now, and that's why that 15-minute reflects that. But good hold of pre-market low, giving buyers a potential chance here if they don't reject and potentially flush through the new low of day. Go through our sector, see if anything changed. Tech still trying to defend after closing lower. Healthcare getting an amazing bounce from that area. Again, we saw them slowly retake it after those first 10 minutes sold off. Really good volume for healthcare holding up. Discretionary, your Tesla, Amazon, Nike, Home Depot, McDonald's sector still seems to be holding support. Financials, again, just kind of holding the low of day area. Hasn't really done much to give us anything. Comms also getting another buyer reaction. They are into resistance now. See if they can surpass previous day highs or not. If not, then a good possible rejection could be happening. Industrials, which again, these are not as important weight-wise. Again, when you're looking at short-term price information, you want to look at the weights, the ones that are moved the most. Again, but it is nice to kind of go through these because as a combined effort, they could do some damage. Again, if these were all to go up like 1%, we would see somewhat of a reaction on SPY. So can't say they're worthless, but again, short-term price action, you won't notice as much from them. Discretionary leaving the demand, possibly seeing a good buy reaction on Tesla, Amazon sector. Healthcare trying to hold above previous day close, and tech also getting some more buyers, guys. So we should be seeing some buying on SPY here. Again, guys, sector analysis, it helps a ton to understand what's the most important, going through and just kind of getting positioning in your head of where's everything at. You can see Apple's still holding the yesterday open, getting a bounce from a known area. AMD still defending 93.40, even with the pressure from Nvidia selling off so much. You could see they just kind of held in between the range there. Tesla trying to get back over today's open after this little curdling move we had. Again, they had pretty much 4 of the same candle, almost 5 of the same candle. Decent volume stepping in, see if they can retain 169 or not. Meta also into their previous day close after bouncing from the previous day open. Netflix after the slight close above the previous day high, they did get a pump up to 335. We'll see if they can make it up to that next level.
That outbreak breakout.
Netflix outbreak. Oh my god, everybody get your mask.
SPY right at that next level that Josh mentioned and the midpoint of pre-market high to pre-market low.
Nice retake of that area. Again, the highlighted area. Good close over. Again, seeing if they can get over 411.70s after seeing a pretty good pop on a couple different sectors here. Tech, again, off the lows of their potential demand from previous day. Healthcare really got the big boost. You can see discretionary is doing really well. Got the gap up into the nice bullish candle. Even comms are up a little bit more into their highs. So pretty decent combined effort here. You can always see, too, Google's still up here at the 110s. Comm sector is really doing nice today, as mentioned many times this week. We're seeing those kind of react differently than the market for these last couple days. Not even just this week, last week as well. Comms weren't doing anything when everything was moving. Now everything's not doing anything, and comms want to move. That was a big reason why I wanted to keep that on watch this week. Even without news, those are full of energy. Yo, good stuff, Knox. A round of applause. You like Tesla a lot? It does have a nice little curling move. I like it a lot. And honestly, XLY too, out of the few, that one actually did exit potential previous day demand, whereas Tech kind of just still inside of the range. We're not out of it yet, though. Nice initial pump here, but again, really need to see some more of that to really show the buyer strength out of the lows of previous day. 411.70 is really that last area that I'd like to see them push above. Good morning, everyone, though. Glad to have you all in here. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you're tuning in. Definitely helps out the channel. And make sure if you are a YouTube member, you check out the members only section. There is a couple videos in there over the past couple days, so if you'd like to go in there and check that out, please do. Yep, nice rejection. Still holding that blue area. You see a pop above 411.70 to show buyers are strong. Retake of this blue area and a fade under 411 could reconfirm that sellers are here to stay. So we'll see if that happens or not. Again, even in this moment, still looking for buyers or sellers. It doesn't matter if we're going up or down. It's always very helpful to look at the charts with a non-biased manner, regardless of what you're trading. You can be non-biased and take trades. It's crazy. Amazon's against previous day high. Nvidia still working on potential buyers at 286.50. Microsoft lower high under previous day supply area. Still rejecting away from 411.70s, pulling away. Testing today's open now. Yeah, I didn't want to get too bullish yet. We didn't really pass anything. We did surpass a good blue area here, but we really didn't pass any of the good levels yet. 411.70 really would have been awesome. Nice rejection from that good level. People are getting too antsy.
At 10 minutes, got 2 minutes left, and it's got potential increasing seller volume.
Rising volume even on the 5-minute. Pretty nice. Second most volume on the day. Same for the 10-minute, which is about to close. 5 minutes still has 5 more minutes. Or 15 minutes, sorry, still has 5 more minutes. Testing low of day on that time frame, really. The meat of it all. I didn't turn Must Be Dreaming on, guys. That came on legit. See if they can defend 411. They failed to do it in the first 10 minutes. Right after that, retook. Held on top. Good retest move from it. Rejected 411.70s, and now we're right back where we were. Yeah, sure it did. Oh, good lucks, peoples. He said bearish engulfing on the 10 and the 15. Not 15, sorry, just the 10, but. See if Acid Nation steps in here under 411, or if Must Be Dreaming is going to keep defending. Remember, guys, 411 is a good level, and so is 410.69, but they're both super short term. I mean, this literally just happened a couple hours ago. This literally just happened after open. You know, these are the first 10 minutes. We know how much we can trust the first 10 minutes. We basically don't trust the first 10 minutes. It's really good just to get info from it. So in reality, you should probably wait till 410.69, and in bigger reality, you should probably just wait till 410, because there's a lot of room here where they could dump. But 410 is ultimately the level that really you should be watching to flush under. So essentially, is what I'm saying is they could sell off to 410 and start to build base here, and really build their range in between here, the 412 area to 410. You know, keep us in this $2 range like they did yesterday. Everybody was complaining how much of a range day yesterday was. Did you even look at how much of a range it was, though? You know, between 413.25 and 411.29, that's a $2 range. So what's to say they don't try to attempt the same exact thing again today? That would be your $2 range. About $1.70 between here, but you know what I mean. A little bit on the extra sides. Evis, he said chart and trade floor bet. Let me go look. And yeah, feel free to go post as much as you want in the trade floor. Everybody loves to go update. Which chart? I see mine, I see Boo Rock, I see Daffy, I see SPZCD, I see Rambo. Oh, there you are. If you take the retrace of the body of the 5/5 daily candle, we are right in the pocket. Okay, I see what you're saying. Ah, good looks. Well, there you go. There's your key levels, Evis. You got them all on your own. Very clean example, too, of how you could use fibs in the bigger time frame to help you on the smaller. Really just dumbing down the info. I love it. Charlie said close under 200 EMA Tesla. I think he's still on the 5 or the 15. I forget which one. Spy still trying to defend 411 here on the 5 minute. 15 minute candle closes in 2 minutes. Minute and a half. I just want a Dan Lee test. Hear you there. Might be getting one here. Daffy and Tesla Poots. I put one in charts tab too, but let me look. Ah, good looks, Harden. I see you. I just got to it. I see Jacko at 2 a.m. was reviewing a potential BTD entry you could have taken. Good looks. Yep, nice engulfing on that 15-minute, closing a new low, rising volume. So this could be potentially confirming more sellers popping up. We'll see, though. I'd also like to see further confirmations out of the sectors themselves. So we'll go back to those now. XOK back at the low of their area. Healthcare on top of it. Could be trying to hold this potential demand again. Same for discretionary. We'll see if they end up cracking down. Financials are really just trading to the right. Comms are rejecting previous day highs. Tesla did take a pretty nasty dip under 169.20s. See if that helps them continue to 166 over the next couple hours. SPY potentially trying to hold a higher low from their low of day. But that's really not saying much because they've also rejected a very key area here at 411 and 412 almost. 411.70 and 411. Really just stuck here. One a.m. my time, I put baby to bed to charge for calling my name. Good work, Jack. Honestly, like I said, man, it doesn't matter what time it is. You know, even if you only spend 5-10 minutes, dude, like even that amount of time is an amazing amount of time for you just to kind of get your head in the game when the charts aren't moving. I love that you did that. Good work, man. Meta cracked back below previous day close. Tesla still struggling. Nothing crazy though. Amazon pulling back a little bit more. Same for Microsoft. AMD just does not care. Holding a really good part of their range at that 93.40 area. I'm curious. If you go from low of day to high of day, what is their fib? 92.40, 91.50. Okay. So if they do crack 93.40, keep your eye on about 92.20, 92.40. If they crack 95.60, you do have that 97 up top and then 98. It's pretty much every dollar for them till 100. Just because they are very close to it, and a very, very important psychological number. If you guys were here a long time ago, you guys remember when 100 broke out. The famous breakout of 100 on AMD back in the day. Well, I say back in the day, and it's not even that long ago. Exactly, Jacko. Wait, what'd you say? Reputation? Repetition? I was reading it wrong too. Repetition creates confidence. No, I like it, man, because that's really the only thing that's going to give you that. You know, you're not going to randomly just look at the market one day and be like, oh, I suddenly have all the confidence in the world. I'm about to go make a bunch of money. Nice. It doesn't just pop up like that. It's through that hard work, through consistently looking at these different things like you are right now, like you did when you posted that chart. Just reviewing something that you're super aware of. You know how the BTD entry works. No duh. But you're still practicing it, so that's great. Therefore, when it pops up in real time, bam, no hesitation. Kind of did think that at the start I was going to get rich fast. Yeah, and you'll literally never hear it from me. Humbled too quickly. Ooh, good post, WAG. I just saw your trade review posted in the YouTube server as well. Quick scalps to watching SPY make a decision. Nothing new, guys. So just seeing a lot of these bigger breakouts cooling off. Not really seeing sellers picking up too crazy in a lot of these. Like AMD slowed down, but it's not really like dumping super hard. Apple did dump a little bit, but still hasn't really cracked anything significant. Again, broke yesterday open. That's kind of what they're rejecting right now. So if they can maintain rejecting 172.48, that can become significant. But again, previous day low right there, so would prefer to see a flush under that just to kind of keep it secured. SPY again just kind of building off a potential higher low here from low of day from open. It looks like they're fighting today's open right now in this candle. They broke over it in the previous, trying to hold on it now. Tech still just kind of fighting the low of that potential demand again from previous day. Healthcare sitting on top of it. See if they can go to push towards today's open or if they're going to start slowing down there. Discretionary getting a short-term bounce. They're still under their level there at the high of day so far. Bank still working up. Meta was rejecting. Looks like they're getting a small buyer. But again, nothing crazy. Not really seeing anything super aggressive yet. Like I said, a lot of things just kind of cooling off or settling. Which again, after you get a lower open like that, that's not really that abnormal. If you like the stream, click like on the stream. Ooh, big tips by Sinful there. BA looks to be forming possible 3-bar on the 5 and the 10. Good looks for profit. What's Amazon doing? Rejecting. Okay. Google, Meta. Netflix sitting in a peculiar spot above previous day high. Here for attendance. I appreciate that. Always glad to have you. Lowering volume on this little pullback too. Lots of bottom wicks in these candles in the 3-minute chart on SPY. Excuse me. SPY up to 411.50. Where is Tech? Here we go. Tech still holding lows. Discretionary. I mean, healthcare still battling to sit over that. Discretionary sitting over. Financials getting some movement. Okay. See if comms end up breaking or rejecting there. All right, we're getting a little movement now. See how this reflects on SPY. It's very mixy today. A lot of the sector movements just kind of mixing up into each other. So it looks like SPY is doing nothing, but in reality, a lot of these different sectors are actually moving pretty well. On vacation with my wife and son, just setting levels and taking mental trades while I have windows of time to myself. Won't be trading till Thursday and Friday. Totally fine, Eric. I think any of us can understand that one. Hope you have fun though, man. Enjoy yourself. Get some relaxation in. Be comfortable. I'm out. Too much work to do. See you guys. See you later, Tobias. Oops, not what I meant to do. There we go. Oh, I hear thunder. How's everyone doing on the stream, though? I know there's not really a lot of updates. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying to entertain everybody, but there's really nothing to update. I don't really see the point in repeating myself 60 times over. Again, I'm really more focused on the sectors today because we know where SPY's at on the chart. Now it's just like, all right, what are the sectors going to do? What's going to help? Yeah, how dare I not update the paint drying? I just don't want to seem like I'm not here. Like, I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to be boring. You hear thunder too? Wait, that's Josh typing. I think I hear shots being fired outside my house. Nope, that's the stream. Never mind. But again, guys, really just focus on the sectors. I hope that makes a lot of sense to you guys. Again, guys, I'm really just getting short-term price action info, and I'm really just going off of it to tell me, all right, if this is moving up, 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 then this is moving up. It's really just kind of combining them and going, all right, what's doing what? Oh, did Tesla make a new low of day? They did. That one's looking pretty ugly, I'm not gonna lie. This candle's the big boy. This is really the one that got it down. Second most volume on the day. Cracked a new low. Got a new good close. Just keep an eye on that Tesla candle there. SPY possibly making a lower high here if they can't get back over 411.50, 411.70s. The thunder is your coffee percolating. Let's watch some JJK or something. The year is 2049. Bueller is updating us that SPY is holding 411 for the 13th trillionth time. Dude, literally. Looking like a nice lead test right now. I do like it. Like I said, it's a lower high right now. I like the lower high. I gotta study all the sectors. I thought he said sturdy. I gotta study all the sectors and learn them tonight. Honestly, you're not gonna learn them tonight. It's gonna take you a little bit. But what you can do is write them down. What I would do is write down XLK, XLV, XLY, XLF, XLC. I would write down what do those stand for: tech, healthcare, discretionary, financials, comms. And then I would type out what are their top weights: Apple, Microsoft, UNH, J&J, Amazon, Tesla, Berkby, JPM, Meta, Google, Netflix. You know, add these next to those. These are ways of helping you remember what's what. What is this sector? Why is it called this? What are the weights of this? What is it important to SPY? How much of it does it weigh? That's another good thing too. How much of SPY is it? You know, at this moment, tech might be about a quarter of SPY. In a couple months, it might only be 21%, 20%, you know? So it really does depend. But take your time, man. There's also plenty of information. Here, I'll pull it up. I think it's a really old document now, though. Oh, no, it's right. I updated it. But even this is probably not updated again because of how much time's gone by. But I made one actually pretty close to about a year ago from now. So if you want to go to the sectors of the market in the keys channel, this will give you just good information, good kind of basic information. You might need to update some of the weights that are on there, though, because, of course, they're different. And a really easy way of doing that is, of course, either going to Google and just typing in the weights of SPY. You can go to any ETF website as well. Or typing in SPY on TOS, clicking Analyze, and then seeing what weights. So, tech, here's your IT sector for XLK. You can see of the XLK sector, Apple and Microsoft are pretty important. NVIDIA, you got Broadcom, CRM, Cisco. Go to healthcare, second largest sector of SPY. They're about 14.5%. So you can see just between healthcare and tech, you're looking at almost 40% of SPY. 50, 58. Be careful with the categorized sector. This one's a little off right now because they added other weights to it now. This used to not have a lot of the important weights. I'm kind of ignoring the fact that that's even there, so don't ask. I was wondering where my Discord went. I forgot it's over there. But check out that keys channel there. There's a lot of channels in here, honestly, that people have not looked at yet. It surprises me too, because a lot of the basic information is here. But this is a channel you probably don't have to review 100% of, because there's like literally tons and tons of trade reviews from my old watch list. But really cool channel. Trading Lessons has a lot of just kind of big questions that we've asked ourselves. Journals, all kinds of just cool advice from just really notepads and all kinds of information we've gathered over the years. But honestly, hold up. We almost got to my favorite one. This is my favorite one. This one right here. The one that Tin Man did. Talking about how to actually read options activity in the flow. Not just saying, oh, it's a call or a put, guys. It's bearish or bullish. Like, no. What a lot of people don't realize when they read flow is that you could be reading a bearish call. You could be reading a bullish put. You know, you don't know. So I would go through that information. A lot of really cool stuff in there. The free educational server, of course, which is right here. Which, again, tons of information across the years of different things we've done. Patterns, I like this channel a lot. It's really just a bunch of really cool images with simple breakdowns for people who do like these general vague patterns. They give you actual descriptions and how to trade them. Pattern trading, a lot of patterns in here. And then I also break down bigger to smaller time frame, how you can chart it and trade it. So I would check that out. A lot of you guys definitely need that. It's a really good way of reading candlesticks from bigger to smaller time frame. And you might think like, oh, I don't need that. Yes, you do. Go to Volume and Fibs, amazing channel by JBake and Leland, talking about exactly what it's titled, Volume and Fibs, Fibonacci. Of course, the key channels we talked about. That workshop classes is public to all of you guys, so I would go to that. Not this channel, but on the YouTube, it's public. BB Bootcamp, a lot of really cool quizzes, and then of course the YouTube. So a lot of really cool information I'd go through if I was you guys. Leland's new signal for grabbing shorts is Rejecto Cito Cuz from Fast and Furious. Rejected his area, pulled back. Nice. Want to see if we can break this zone. So that's what he's watching on Tesla. Daffy. Good looks. Charlie saying Home Depot's under 288.64 level. A very key level. Good looks. Okay. I don't know why I stopped on your chart, Noxta. I was looking at something and I saw what he did. I just saw what you said on YouTube. You're a clown. It's funny. Tesla did make that new low of day. They're really just staircasing down. See if that trend continues or not. Tech getting a nice bounce with volume. I'd like to add a lot of volume. Healthcare back lower. Discretionary getting a pop. So that's why you're getting your buyers. Tech and discretionary are getting a pop. AMD new high of day. Microsoft consolidating. Apple trying to hold that previous day low. Like I said, 172.48 might not be a clean break below. Looks like that served correct. Amazon, clean break, new high of day. Amazon, AMD guys, those are both kicking ass. Microsoft holding. Microsoft look like it's lagging. Yeah, it does. It do. Oh, I didn't click. I thought that felt a little wide. What's the Amazon news? By the way, if the stream ends abruptly, it's because the storm. But I think we'll be fine. I just wanted to throw that out there just in case. Amazon announces Amazon Anywhere. Amazon Anywhere. Oh, God. Let me see what about this. Amazon Anywhere. Oh, you're kidding me. This is crazy. Amazon Anywhere brings shopping experience inside new AR game from makers of Pokemon Go. The so-called everything store is looking to go anywhere. An immersive shopping experience intended to allow customers to buy physical products handled by the e-commerce giant inside such environments as video games, virtual worlds, and mobile apps. Oh, so they want to do the metaverse, but actually do it. Okay, that's cool. The service debuts within Peridot, a new real-world AR game from Niantic, the makers of Pokemon Go. The game, now on iOS and Android, allows players to raise and care for a one-of-a-kind virtual pet called Paradots or Dots. Players who link their Amazon account to Peridot can browse and purchase game-branded products such as apparel, phone accessories, and pillows featuring artwork of the creatures in the game. Product details, availability, Prime eligibility, and estimated delivery are all displayed in customers' checkout via their linked Amazon account from within the game. Products will ship as they would within any other Amazon purchase. The goal for Amazon is to give their customers new ways to discover products in new places beyond Amazon.com. Cap. We're creating a new landscape for shoppable, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about your quote. I don't care about the quote. Okay, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Considering Pokemon Go was super successful. That's crazy, though. Sorry, my bro Thor's in a mood. Yeah, I can tell. Dude's really going ham out there. If the stream ends abruptly, press his power down button. Took a couple of singles from the hold of 78.6 retracement on Daily Fib. Good stuff, Dave. Sounds like you exited your trade is why I'm saying good stuff. Neopets, we had that in 1999. Trend flicking bullish. Like I said, I mean, we did break support once, but we couldn't break the new low, couldn't break a new low, and now we're getting buyers. So now what are we looking at? Resistance. Now we need to see if buyers are strong enough. That's really all you're seeing. You're not seeing buyers, you're not seeing bullish or bearish. Buyers weren't strong enough to get up here, sellers took us back down. Sellers weren't strong enough to take us new lows, they kept us in range. Now we're seeing buyers take over, and they're not strong enough, so we're still just watching them in range. You're just seeing a battle back and forth after us starting lower. That's really all we're seeing. If you really want to start to give analysis out, I would jump out to bigger time frames, because 5 minute, you're really just giving out good short-term updates. You need to understand that when you say it too. When you say something now, you got to understand in 20 minutes that can change. I guess I'm not that surprised by a lower open. We did talk about this yesterday. If we got a higher open, which is kind of what we were trying to expect, was a potential test of supply again for a rejection. We end up getting another lower high, and now we've actually got a lower open, and we're pretty close to testing the level below, which was our more bearish scenario. If we had a lower open, a test of 410 will most likely come, which we did not get. We're still about 70 cents away, but pretty close. See if they're strong enough to hold this, push it over 411.70s, if we're just going to stay in range. And yeah, you can see not a lot of people showed up to stream, or I mean, not as many people showed up to stream today. I would assume people are probably just chilling before CPI, because for the most part, I think a lot of people know that CPI is tomorrow, and anything before that, we're most likely just going to range trade. It's kind of hard to justify a big move right before, but then again, we have seen it before, so never know. Not a bad time, Noxta, honestly. I'm not discouraging people taking a break today. I don't blame you. Tomorrow, though, you might want to be here. Because I'm not saying you want to trade on CPI day, but there will be moves in which you might want to catch quick scalps if you are a scalper. Swing traders, you're probably going to be very happy after this week's over. Because you'll have a little bit more stable price action to go off of. Which is, I think PCE is next week, so we still have to worry about that. Which is really what the Fed are looking at, not CPI. Pretty crazy how well Microsoft and AMD are still holding. Amazon, still impressive. Tesla honestly looking like it still wants to come down. It's just not strong enough. Kind of like the story, really the trend of the day for a lot of these charts. Breaking a good level, then as soon as it does, it's like, eh. You get a short-term bounce off of it, but that's really all you end up getting. Nothing super exciting. Like I said, guys, sorry I can't sit here and just make up stuff and try to be super exciting, but I will definitely be here to give out my updates. Slackers. Honestly, days like this, it's a great day to go back test stuff, go review, go rechart something. Like what's something that I know I need to rechart? Probably Meta. I recharted Netflix the other day with you guys. Tesla has the same energy as me getting out of the bed in the morning. We're planning to make it mandatory for airlines to compensate travelers with meals, hotels, taxis, and cash miles. Jesus. 10 minutes looking short. Uh-oh. The thunder's coming for me, guys. Gotta protect me. Posted a trade. Let me go check it out, boss. Oh, I see a few people posted trades that I need to catch up to. We'll go through them together. Since Spy is doing nothing. Wow, a ton of trades. Jesus, guys, I need to catch up. I love how this community shares breakdowns of trades. I personally find it helpful to see what others see. Sharing my one from yesterday morning where I had a 10-minute window before having to leave for a meeting. Enter trade with a set OCO order, which is a conditional order, for exit which triggered while I was away. Let's see. He got the 5-minute close, which again, kind of risky to trade the first 5 minutes, but I like that he went for parameters. Where was the exit? Oh, okay, I see. Hey, good stuff, Axe. I'm glad to see that working for you. I saw Wags already. I saw it in the other server. Good stuff, Wag. Good work, Daffy. Glad to see you still had runners. If Thor will be quiet, I can read this next one. Kind of an 80% entry. I liked how it was also holding the 411s or pre-market low while retracing to the golden pocket I had. Stop was at 411.02 and took profit just under 411.50s. Only had one contract, so got to my first target and got out. Let's see. Yeah, I got your push, you got your slowdown, but I held a good area of the slowdown, and then bam, continued higher. Wow, really good job, Creator Trades. Love that trade review. 100% makes sense. And honestly, you didn't even type that much, but you had a ton of info in that. I love that. Good job, Mel. Took the quick pop up to pre-market mid and dumped. Beautiful job for profit. Love the amount of green on your screen. Devontae said, Tesla rejected previous day low. I entered on the break of today's open with the target of low of day. We got a nice low of day push, so I sold into that momentum. Wow. Really good job, Devontae. Give you a little blue check there. Small lead test on Tesla. Great job, Charlie. He was also updating other tickers at the same time. Great work. AMD by Jazz. Entered at 94.23 with one call contract. Stop losses at 93.94. Okay, that's not bad. And target at 94.95. I saw the Morningstar pattern. Rising volume after the retest of 93. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Morningstar. You like that it pushed over. Got in. Kept your stop slightly below. What'd you say your stop was? 93.94. This will be about right here. Oh, you have it labeled. I'm blind. Entry for calls and then target. I like that. You aim for today's open. You didn't wait for it to keep going. You aim for the next level again. And that's what a common mistake people do too, Jazz. They're like, oh, but I have a level up here. Screw all these levels. It's like, you can't ignore this level. And if you're in one contract, you really can't ignore that level. So beautiful job, Jazz. Give you a check as well. Great work on that. Very nice. He was buying Netflix on the way down. Started selling on the way up. And then sold at the high. Wow. Very impressive. Okay, so he liked the fib of that first breakout candle, which I think I saw a few of you guys talk about that. Great job. Seeing that bigger breakout candle, marking the fib of it, and kind of reacting off of the information of that bigger breakout candle. I love it. Beautiful breakdown by username there. And then he also added the daily chart so you could see a little bit better of what's going on there. Love that. Love that you added that. Come on, add it. Calls for 41, sold 56, so 15 on 40. It's a pretty good percentage. 10-minute trade sold into a lower high equals safe. 10-minute trade sold into a lower high. Okay, so you're playing off the confidence of this low holding, basically, because, you know, that's kind of a sketchy trend line just to have for intraday. But I do like that you waited, because, again, if you would have done that here, I'd be like, dude, why are you buying here? That's random. Here, I would have been like, that's aggressive, but not random. And here, I'm like, all right, he's going off of a lot more information, you know, because it's not the first time we've been here. It's not the second time we've been here. It's the third time we've been here. So I love that, Evis. I love your patience. Again, that takes time. Look, you had to wait a very long time to get to that point on your chart. It's a very good job. Exit point. So I see you got past today's open. You got past 411.28. You got past golden pocket 411.50. So you were kind of aiming for a high of the day. Okay, I can understand that. Good job, man. Beautiful job, Beavis. Insane percentage, too, dude. That's a pretty big percentage. People always sleep on percentages. 10% is amazing. You got over 3 times that. Yo, good stuff, Shane. I was one of those 8. Jesus, Noxta. Have a great day, Eric. Hope he has fun on his vacation. Or trip. No problem. Jazz. I loved a lot of those reviews, guys. Seriously, thank you. And thank you guys again. Like, I don't just say thank you like as a small thing. Like, I really do mean it. Thank you for posting your trade reviews and not just posting your gains. You're posting your entry, your exit, what was your thought process. And I love that. I love that you guys are posting that. I don't have to worry about going in there and seeing a bunch of people spamming chat or whatever. And make sure you guys keep the chat clean. I know a lot of you guys are just trying to be yourselves, but keep the chat clean. Try not to spam too much. But I love the trade reviews because people can come in here whether they're new or not, membership or not, instantly see that channel and go, wow, these guys actually work together. These guys have a lot of really good information. These guys are actually buying for a reason, selling for a reason. Every bit of the trade has reasoning. Everything on their chart, every piece of information has reasoning. It's not just randomness. Zaytoven said, mentally not wanting to sell when I'm green right now because I want more. I know that this mindset will get me killed. I need to be taking profit when I have it. Let's see. Entered 1 contract firm. Wow, that's a pretty good entry. You got in, I would say somewhat early, but that's a really good thing for your average. First take profit, pre-market segment. Re-entered mentally here, 232.50 put again, stop it. Yeah, you gotta remember that, Zaytoven. Base hits, base hits. Focus on base hits. It's crazy how much rain I'm hearing pour outside right now. Caught this Tesla lead test for 12% holding a runner. Good job, peoples. That's what I love to see. That was a tough one too, man, because it was a slow mover. I was watching that too. Had a couple good entries. I saw a couple of you mention it. Daffy mentioned it. I saw Leland mention it too when they were making that lower high coming down. So I saw a couple of you trade that. Netflix new high of day. Pretty nasty. Amazon on their pump, you know, regardless of news or not, they went up to a level that we have. Nvidia to the top of supply on the daily time frame based on that supply demand chart that I did. After cracking pre-market, they made it to 287.50, 286.50, 285.20s. See if they have enough strength to continue to hold over 285.20s, which is the yesterday open. Nvidia, very, very key level right there. Sorry guys, I had to get the screenshots for chat. Jesus, Jack. Apple pushing, good call out Daffy. How's everyone in stream though? You guys okay? I know it's not the most exciting thing ever, but how's everyone doing? Inside of trading, outside of trading, hope you're doing okay. These streams are fun. You like watching me go crazy? No, I actually don't mind these either. I just kind of chill. I honestly am just worried about other people. I think this pisses other people off too much. I think they get too bored. I'm just relaxing. Because I instantly understand that there's always going to be another day. More opportunity. If I don't catch it today, it's not the end of the world. I'm alive. Things are okay. Better after rebooting from having lost the sound of calming voice on my laptop. Life is good. the future line. Life's good. Yeah, I took 2 losses just because of bias and greed, but I can clearly see where I went wrong, so it's a good lesson learned. Good stuff, people. Glad. I'm really happy you honestly got to review, too. Good call at Zaytoven. He said meta is breaking out. Which is a good sign, too, because we just saw Netflix was pushing higher. We saw comms was still struggling with this area, so we'll see if they finally push this with the strength of meta catching up now. Because remember, we saw Google pop again. Netflix popped again. Meta popped, kind of was waiting for that pop again. We'll see if that comp sector ends up holding, but they're doing really good. I'm glad we talked about them very heavily this week. Big reasoning was just based on positioning, the fact they weren't doing as well as the other sectors. So if SPY held up or even range trade, comms still had that chance of moving higher. Nox just said SPY 10-minute looked like a short, and now it just looks like grass. Oh, whoops. I said 10-minute. Grass. That's a good way of putting that. That's pretty good. It's crazy, too, because the more you keep zooming out, the more you're like, wow. This chart's yelling at me. Don't touch. If anything, the 30 minutes telling you rejecting an old support. This could actually be a very bad thing for bulls. They can't get back over 411.70s today. That could be seen on the 30 minute as a potential downward movement. Go to the hourly. Key level 411 for them. 4 hour. Yeah, we'll see. They're holding us in a really good spot, though. If you go to this chart here, they're holding us in a really good spot between supply and demand, just above pivot points, right before CPI day. So I actually think this was calculated because last week there was a lot of really good movement. So it kind of also gives us extra cautionary movement of like, hey, we don't have to move a lot at the beginning of this week. Which, if you guys remember, if you were here last Friday, or if you're a member and you caught Sunday's video, I talked about us not needing to move the beginning of this week. It was probably the biggest scenario I think I talked about. So I'm not surprised to see this. But 2, they're putting us in a perfect spot for CPI. You know, so let's say it comes out and it's hot. You know, it's really, really good. Market starts flying. Oh, hell yeah. Then we're in the perfect spot to at least hit the top of range. Do we have to pass it? No, because they could rally and keep us in range, right? And vice versa. Let's say it's really bad. It ends up dropping the markets. We end up dropping. We're all the way at 403.70s. Well, if it's bad, they don't have to crack this. They could, you know, they could totally take us down lower to 400 if they wanted to, but I'm just saying that would be your first test. Tesla new low, great call out. Looks like a lot of you guys who are talking about Tesla to the downside, a lot of you guys were correct. Great job holding if you did. Saw a few of you mention that. Took 1 win early, wiped it out with 2 losses. Should have took my win and walked away, but was greedy for more. It's really easy to say that afterwards. The question that really you should be asking trader trades were, of those 2 losses, did the trades make sense? That's what I would ask. I would honestly go look and see, all right, where did I enter? Where did I exit? Did this make sense to me? Thought a chart's coming down. Good analysis. Let's see if you're right. XOK did come down a little bit. Healthcare, yeah, lower high and discretionary. Good looks. It's your Tesla, Amazon sector. Comms, even with the pump on Netflix and Meta and the Google strength today, still not seeing them get over the previous day high. So there's something keeping them under that previous day high. They are perfectly keeping those just enough down to make sure that their overall sector doesn't move higher. And I'm seeing some safer sectors moving higher now. So yeah, we'll see. Mark Zuckerberg just announced Meta is open sourcing Image Bind, a new AI model that combines different senses just like people do. It understands images, video, audio, depth, thermal, and spatial movement. I like how they all have, like, all these companies have all of this technology ready. And all it took was for someone to just say AI and start coming out with things and making it trend again. Like, oh shit, yeah. We'll start coming out with this stuff. We had this for a while. We'll come out with it. Yeah.
Alright, check this out. Most AI models only work across 1 or 2 modes. But our new image bind model works across 6. Text, audio, images and video, 3D, thermal, and motion data. You give it input in one form, and it can relate it to any others. It works.
Draw lines everywhere, make it seem really in depth.
If you give it a picture of a beach, you can find the sound of waves. If you give it a photo of a tiger and the sound of a waterfall, it can give you a video that combines both.
This is fucking stupid. I don't know. What's the difference between... I just don't understand. Like, are people lazy? Like, I don't... If I have to go to that AI, right, and type, show me a sound of a lion, or show me a train, or what it looks like a train when you apply a thermal filter over it. If I have to do all of that, what the hell is Google for? Like, I could just go to Google and do every bit of that. You know, the thing that already exists and is already trending, is already majorly used by a part of the globe. You know, it's like, what? These waste of ideas just so they could say AI somewhere on their company. That's really all you're seeing. It doesn't really matter if it's useful or not. It's literally just to get AI said out loud. Yeah, we have AI. We have a thing that posts pictures and sounds and stuff. It sometimes adds filters when we want it to. CEOs are jokes. Very nasty rejection on SPY here, guys. I'm going to assume one of these larger sectors broke or rejected. Tech falling lower. Discretionary, we just talked about that one moving lower. Financials are against 3230s. Comms also pulling back away. So it looks like tech, discretionary, comms giving us the strength we need to see a potential pullback. I just saw us pull back 0.1% instantly. God, nasty pullback. Again, guys, you would not be saying I want to jump in calls if you had your ears or eyes open on any of the sectors. Nothing on the sectors said, hey, start buying calls. Healthcare looks pretty good. I'll give them that. They look pretty good on their own. Financials, though, not really discretionary. They were pulling away. Like I said, healthcare, tech, they were in that zone, not really doing anything. Now we're seeing they're pulling away. So, again, nothing really jumping out at you to say, hey, I'm getting into calls. But at the same time, don't really see a lot of opportunity for shorts either unless you're getting into just very quick scalps. Again, maintaining a range. This hurts both sides of the ball. Doesn't matter if you have calls or not. Second TP on Tesla hit 30%. Good stuff. I did see they made another low of day. Beautiful job, peoples. Good job, anybody who was on the Tesla setup. I do like that a lot. You can see they never once got over 170. They failed. They actually gave really good entry here at 169 for more downside because really, really good pullback from that. Even if you didn't like that. If you go from where they broke down to where they slowed down at, they rejected the halfway point. Gave you an 80% entry. So, really good job. Tesla seems to be one of the few that actually did something nice. Netflix did really good too. So it looks like both of my watch list posted really good. I wanted to post the third, but I couldn't find one that was interesting enough. I almost did Meta, funny enough, but I already did Netflix, so I was like, I can't do two of the same sector. And I wanted to do Nvidia or AMD, but since they had such a great day yesterday, I was like, it's probably not as likely to have another one today. And though Nvidia would have worked out, it was a little bit choppy, and I don't think anybody would have enjoyed trading AMD besides if they were going for a potential dip buy as it pulled back. Because they did retake pre-market low pretty well. They got a nice little 4-bar play over that pre-market low, so that was a good entry. I did like the aggressive push they had over today's open. They had a good push over it, good retest, so that was another good passive sign. Again, not aggressive. So two good passive signs for them to go and try and push to the next level up higher. So that was good. That was the one I really wanted to add to, is that or Meta. Didn't end up doing it. That's good though. Oh, good post creator trades. I like that you stuck to your stop, even if it did continue for you. Good looks. I love the non-bias. I love that you're not hiding it. I love that you're posting it, getting out in front of it. I love that. Good job, creator trades. It takes a bigger person to do that, man. Seriously, like 9 out of 10 people don't do what you just did. 18% on SPY Poots. On a range day like today, sometimes I like to play the opposite move and aim for rejections at key levels and target the VWAP. Happened according to plan. Got some extra because of how quick it moved and exited at the current day open. Good job, Shermy. He went from 0.59 to 0.70, I believe. 18%. Great job, Sherm. It was high risk, but I used today earnings. Calls bought at 41, sold at 0.70, less than a 5-minute trade. Wow, great job, Evis. Oh, today's earnings, as in your previous trade's profits. Okay, I was like, huh? SPY earnings today. Good stuff, though, Evis. Beautiful work. Also, thank you again, like I was thanking Creator Trades. Thank you for being clear. You said you were using your earnings from the previous trade. That's great. I love to hear that. Yo, Jack, member for 3 months. I respect it. I'm loyal. And yeah, guys, if you are redoing your thing, you can click it again like Jack. Jack, if you want to like drop a quick description on how you click that, But thank you, dude. Glad to have you, Jack. We'll see if you're the first person to get to the purple star. Yes, sir. Took a few contracts for that ride. Probably going to end it there. These days give me a headache. Hey, man. No problem. Anyway, you got your trade. You got out. You're done for the day. You can review some more later. See how maybe Spy did for the rest of the day later on. But, yeah. Have a great rest of your day, Sherman. Happy for you. Be sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. It does help out the channel a lot. I think I'm going to do one more review and then end it here. Just because. Not so eventful. And I don't expect anything too crazy going into CPI tomorrow. But just in case, guys. Look over 411.70s. We are going up to it right now as I'm speaking. But this could potentially be where they try to break out for upside. Again, we have kind of a weak pre-market drop there. Again, meaning there's not a lot of volume there besides the previous day's price action. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did break 411.70s that we could reach 412.86. That would be a pretty impressive move. It's only about $1.10, $1.15 as you can see though. So to each his own, I guess. And even then, you would still be inside of yesterday's range. So keep an eye on that. If we do not end up breaking to the upside, we end up moving down lower. Watch for a potential break of not just 411, not just today's low at 410.69, but 410, the key level from both bigger and smaller time frames. So that's really what you need to look out for the rest of the day on the smaller time frame side of things. I'll post a bigger time frame update chart at the end of the day, so be on the lookout for that inside of my personal channel, Bueller-TA, if you are on Discord. I'll give you the new chart link and everything. It'll be the same chart link, though. So I'll see you guys later on. Thank you guys again for another not as eventful day, but still very nice information. I would still say these 2 days in a row, you guys have gotten amazing breakdowns of how sectors work. Even during these consolidation days, you're still seeing good pops and good drops in some of these sectors. They're just doing it in a way where in a conglomerate where SPY isn't doing anything. You know, so these weights are doing a lot, but SPY's not, you know, and they're doing it perfectly. It's calculated. So love to see it. Love the breakdowns. Hope you guys are also enjoying it. But I'll see you guys later on. Please feel free to tune into the Discord. It is free to type and just discuss in there. You can always drop your own ideas, ask questions, answer people's questions. Just drop a chart, drop any kind of information, drop whatever you want. But thank you guys again. I really do love you all. Members, be sure to go check that members only section. There's a long video from Sunday, of course, for the update. And then, of course, we did the yesterday's upload. So I hope you guys enjoy that content. I'll see you guys later on. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, love you all.